Good morning, students. Myself, Jyotsna Shastri, again with you to discuss science lessons of 7th class. In the previous lectures, previous videos, we have discussed chapter 1, that is nutrition in plants, in detail. How the plant organism manufacture their food being at one place. All the details, processes, methods by which the plants, green plants and non-green plants take their food is discussed. And also the exercise is being given. Hope the things are clear to you. Now today we are here to discuss heterotrophic nutrition in animals. Under the heading chapter number 2, that is nutrition in animals. Now, as we have discussed heterotrophic nutrition in chapter 1, heterotrophic nutrition in chapter 1, which refers to three things. Organisms having heterotrophic mode of nutrition, they procure food, obtain food or derive food from the surrounding sources. External sources, or surrounding sources. Which are the surrounding sources? These sources are plants, animals, or the products of these. Okay, so heterotrophic nutrition means what? Organisms having intake of food from the surrounding sources, either from the plants or from animals, or their products. Okay, their products means some organism take the whole organism in, or some only their products. Like we human beings, we depend on their products. Okay, later we will discuss on the basis of the type of food the organisms intake, they are classified in different groups. So just now we are here to discuss about heterotrophic nutrition. As we know the definition of heterotrophic nutrition, organism procure, obtain or derive food from the external sources. Now, there is a difference. The external sources also, when animals take in food, there is a difference in the intake. How the difference? What difference is there? That we have to see. The difference is basically they are different, or organisms are different. Intake food differently, because the first reason is that they have different habitats. They belong to different habitats. Habitats means place of occurrence of an organism, where organism not only lives, derives nutrition and also reproduces there and dies there. This is the meaning of habitat, you have studied in 6th standard. Second difference is the availability of food. Availability of food. And third thing, that how do they obtain, the manner they take in food. The manner they intake food. Now what are these three things? Different habitats have different abiotic components. So it is obvious that variety of food, the type of food available is different in different habitat. Desert it is different, aquatic habitat it is different, terrestrial habitat, purely terrestrial, mountain habitat it is different. Now the availability of food, that is again due to the habitat, the components, abiotic components, the animals, the fauna and flora are different. So availability of food in the surrounding is also different. Now the manner they take it, this we have to study in detail. What manner the organism take in food, that brings a difference in the nutrition. Okay. But basically I tell you, the organisms, heterotrophic organisms have the 5 steps common in them, because they take complex food materials inside and then they digest them to simple, so that they can, their cells can absorb and assimilate them to produce energy. Now here the difference of intake of food, the manner the organisms take in food is different in different organisms. Now see, I write here certain examples. There are two basic things of availability of food. One thing, the food, the stationary food that cannot move from one place to another, that is plants. So type of food, one is what? Is stationary. Example, plants. If we have to eat mango, we have to go to the mango tree. If goat has to eat grass, the goat has to reach to the grass. Okay. So stationary examples are plants. And where the other one, the mobile food material in the surrounding. That is a deer maybe, a goat or a lion, or a tiger. Okay. We see that lion has to catch food, so they have to chase these herbivores. They have to run after a rabbit or a goat or a buffalo or a deer. So these are mobile foods available. So manner is different. So this is one difference, what food they eat. Either they are eating stationary food or they are eating a mobile food. Another difference is there. Another difference, that the organisms procure or obtain different types of foods, like butterfly, hummingbird, and bees. They suck nectar of flowers. Okay, this is one example. Another example, cow, goat eat plants by clutching grass by mouth. Okay. Then number 3, snake takes the whole animal, takes food by swallowing. Okay. Human beings, monkeys, they take through mouth and they have teeth to grind and chew the food. So this is how we see that different organisms have different manners of different methods of intake of food. But all organisms intake food. Okay, so here heterotrophic organisms, they take in food from the surrounding sources. They procure food, obtain food from the surrounding sources, from external sources. And different organisms have difference in intake of food. First difference is the habitat they are found in. Second, they are present, the food availability in the habitat. Number 3, the manner they take in food. And I have given certain examples by which animals, in what different manners the animals take in food. Bees, butterfly, hummingbird suck nectar of the flowers. Cow, goat, plants by clutching grass by mouth. A snake engulfs or swallows the whole food, and human beings. Like that, many examples. You will see that organism to organism there is a difference in intake. But when this complex organic matter is taken in, heterotrophs take in complex organic matter, simplify them in the body and then get energy. 5 steps are common. 5 steps are common in all the heterotrophic organisms. Which are they? All heterotrophic organisms have basic 5 common steps for the nutrition. So, steps of heterotrophic nutrition. The first is ingestion, taking in of food material from the surrounding sources, from external sources. Number 2, because this is a complex food material, complex food, so it must be broken into simpler compounds. So it is digestion with the help of enzymes, the biochemicals produced in the body. Number 3, absorption of the digested food. Okay. Number 4, assimilation of the food in the cells. And the last stage, egestion. The food which is not digested and absorbed is removed from the body. Animals do remove their waste from the body. Many kinds of wastes are eliminated from the body. One type of waste eliminated is undigested food. And removal of undigested food is known as egestion. Ingestion, intake of food, then digestion of the breaking down of complex materials into simpler. Absorption, the simple food is taken by the blood and supplied to all the body parts. Each cell of your body, suppose you are writing, you are standing, you are listening, you are watching me. Each cell, you are understanding, your brain cells are working. Each cell of your body is working at this moment. Whether you are sleeping or you are awake, all body cells are at work. So to supply energy, the assimilation is one of the methods. Assimilation means food plus oxygen is equal to energy. That energy is utilized by the body parts to work out vital activities. Even for digestion of food we need energy. So the organs of the cells of the digestive system need assimilation of food so that they can have proper movement of the food and proper digestion of the food. Then we have the last stage of nutrition, that is egestion. The food which is not digested, not absorbed, is removed from the body. So now we see so these are the 5 steps. Hope it is clear. So now we completely focus on the digestion or the nutrition, heterotrophic nutrition in human beings. So we will begin with the diagram of digestive system. In your book it is given a picture. So here we are drawing the diagram. We will draw the diagram. In your book it is given a picture of digestive system. So as I am drawing here, you can also, you look to the videos a few times and then try and draw the diagram with me. Okay. So as I said, heterotrophic nutrition has got 5 steps of nutrition. So in organisms like human beings also, the same 5 steps are there. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Different organs, they are arranged in a series to work out these 5 steps of nutrition in human beings. We will see the details of each part in the next video. Today I will compile this video with the diagram of digestive system in human beings. So hope you will draw with me. Okay. So it starts with mouth, okay, this is mouth. In the mouth there are present salivary glands. Remember children, we are drawing a diagram, okay, we are not drawing a picture here. Salivary glands. So this is mouth, salivary gland. This video I am drawing the diagram. The details of the diagram we will discuss in the next video. Make sure that this line is maintained up to here. So here it is mouth and here it is. As it is in our body, they are in a straight line. Mouth here and the same straight line, the anus is also there. So please take care that you draw this diagram carefully. And there is a small intestine present. So we are not going to draw the whole complicated, we are only drawing the representative. So it will go like that. It will be easy for you to, and then it continues as large intestine and opens as anus. Okay. Now associated with these, this is complete alimentary canal. This is known as a food tube running from mouth to anus. mouth to anus. At different locations this tube is of different size and diameters, different shapes also, and the food travels from this tube and then supported by various accessory glands, associated glands, to digest the food faster and finer, and they secrete digestive juices. Not only digestive juices but also secrete some enzymes that help in digestion of food. So here I am drawing the liver, hope you are able to see. This is the liver occupied here. This is liver, and here there is a pancreas. A leaf-like structure present around, and here we have, on the liver we have the gallbladder, a small, where the bile is produced and stored. Okay, here vermiform appendix, which is not in our use. Okay, it is not in the use of digestive system of. So this is mouth, this is mouth cavity, these two salivary glands, this is esophagus, this is liver, this is stomach, this is pancreas, this is small intestine, this is large intestine, this is vermiform appendix, here is a gallbladder also, gallbladder, and this is anus. So this is all about the digestive system of a human beings. Now we will discuss the details of digestion process in each part of human digestive system, how the complex foods are simplified into fine molecules. So that's all for today. Have a nice day. Hope you will enjoy the video.